Hey guys, so today I'm going to be attempting to swap out the front scanner glass on a Zebra TC56. As you can see, this one here is cracked, so I'm going to be replacing the front glass with the one from the donor unit. Now, as far as I'm aware, the front glass is glued on, so I'm going to be using the hairdryer, obviously, to try and weaken that adhesive. So let's start by seeing if we can get the scanner glass off of the unit that we're going to be replacing. So obviously, because this is cracked, I can just kind of get my finger in there and just pry it off straight away. I don't have to like pry it from the edges or anything. I can just lift it straight up. Oh yeah, it's coming off. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that. That is lifting off super easily. Yeah, and it's coming off in a whole bunch of little broken pieces. So of course I'm just going to leave those down on the floor to stand on later in the dark. Of course, having long fingernails does help for this task. Feel free to use a screwdriver or other prying tool if you are not as well endowed. Do you want to get as many of these little fragments off as possible, because we want a nice clear flat surface there to put the new glass onto. Obviously, otherwise it's not going to sit flush if there's like little cracked bits of glass still in there. We can get the new glass ready and then see how that fits on there. May need to clean that up a little more, but I'm hoping it's good. Alright, so now, so obviously the thing with this is as you can see, obviously the glass here is like, it's set in quite deeply, so I want to avoid having to try and pry that out from the outside if possible. So I'm going to actually disassemble the device so we can get access. If I remove the scanner module, we can get access to the inside and hopefully just push it out from the inside using a blunt tool. So I'm going to get out here my I believe it is a Torx 8 screw you will need for this. There are these sort of like, at the top here there's these sort of rubber tabs, so you will need to pry out the little rubber tab, and then there's a little plug like that, and then there's your screw. Obviously you'll need to do the other corner as well, get both of those out, and you've got your screws in there. I believe there's a Torx 8, no, it is not a Torx 8, it will be a Torx 6. I think the Zebra PS20 is a Torx 8. Yes, it is a Torx 6, a T6 screw. That's what you'll need. And this top cover should lift off. We've got a sort of like a rubber, we've got a rubber boot thing here. That's got the capacitor, that's for the hot swapping the battery, and then we have here the scanner module, which looks like, what was that? I think that's cool. Guess we'll figure out how that goes together at some point. unplug it. Okay, yeah, so you can actually unplug and remove the scanner module from this side of the board. This looks like it also has the speaker on the back, which sits behind the top speaker grille. Is also apparently part of the scanner module. Oh, and the headphone jack as well. That is the headphone jack. Cool. I may do a follow-up video showing how that all goes back together. I'm going to just unplug this. It's my tweezers. There we go. Just unplug that. That allows me to fully remove the hot swap capacitor. That will. And that other rubber thingy there. Okay, no, it was this part that fell out. Somewhere. Okay. No, I was. The piece of plastic that fell out earlier is a kind of bezel guide that fits around the headphone jack. I will probably edit in some photos here or a segment at the end of the video just showing how that fits back together. Anyway, let's get the front scanner glass off. The heat from the outside, and then I'm going to just bring my blunt finger now. Careful to not scratch it or crack it. That's getting a lot more. There we go, corner is starting to lift up. Give it a bunch more. There we go. It's coming off easy. There we go, look at that. Give it some more heat on the bottom edge, don't want to crack anything. Should be on it now, just leave it up. Peel off the bottom. There we go, perfect. There it is, nice. Cool. Right, we got that off. Now, what I'm going to do, while the glue on here is still warm and tacky, I'm going to try fitting it onto this unit. Just like that. There we go. Seems to have gone on. Looks like it's sitting flush. Just press it down with my finger, not with my nail, just with the flat part of my finger. Give that a little press. Go. Now let's pop our battery in there and see if she works. That's how it looks there. The new glass installed. I think this battery's dead. I'm going to just get another one. Gonna love hot swappable batteries. There we go, she's booting up now. I'm going to just wait for this to boot and then we'll hop over into Data Wedge and see if it actually scans any barcodes. Because I don't know, I didn't see any damage to the exterior of the actual scanner module itself, but this was clearly dropped at some point, so theoretically there could be damage. Huh, Data Wedge demo is not showing up on this one. Well, there it is, it's a different icon. Old version of Data Wedge. Let's see, barcode, find a barcode. This has a barcode on it. Let's see if this scans. Yep, that scans. Let's find a 2D barcode. Does this have a 2D barcode on it? It has a very small 2D barcode on it. Yep, that scans. Cool. Works. We got another fully working TC56. Need to recharge that battery. That was actually the one that came with it. Not that that means a whole lot when you have interchangeable batteries, but anyway, might as well keep a set together. TC56 battery. Got the little plug thingy that goes on the bottom as well if you were going to use the cradle for it. Cool. Alright guys, just a little follow-up here where I'm going to show how we put the scanner module and the other parts back into our donor unit here. This is the donor unit, obviously, that I've taken the front scanner glass off of. So we're going to start by putting the scanner module back in. Now this, as I said earlier, this includes, it appears that this includes the speaker and also the headphone jack attached to the side. But what we mainly care about is getting that wide connector onto there. So we're going to get the wide connector down, that is a hair, and press it down. You do not have to press too hard on these. You'll feel a very slight tactile click as it clips in. If you've ever done any sort of smartphone sort of internal repair or work, you'll be familiar with how those feel. So as you can see here, we've got the headphone jack here, which lines up on the inside. This is actually the headphone socket here. So the headphone jack, which lines up on the inside of that. However, this plastic piece is supposed to go around that. So we will be getting that reinstalled now. What you want to do, you're going to find the side here that's got the recess, the hole in here. You see this side is flat, this side has got a recess. You're going to find the side that has the recess, and then this side that has this arm on it, you want that on the left side. There's a little groove there that it will slot into. So what you want to do is you want to get that recess side, you want to place that carefully over the mouth of the headphone jack part, and then that little arm you want to put in on the left side into its little recess. Obviously, take care that you're not going to be straining any of your little ribbon cables as you're working with these parts. And so that just slots in like that over the headphone jack. Then the next part that we need to reinstall, obviously, is this part, which has got it like a sort of like a boot that sits over the scanner module, just holds it in place, and also got the capacitor that's used for handling battery hot swap. So there's a tab here. Tab's going to slot in the bottom there, and then we're going to just place the whole boot over the scanner module, press it down just like that, and then finally this little cable needs to plug in between under there. It's a bit hard to see, but next to the camera right there's a little socket, and this little cable just plugs into there. That, I believe, does go that way. Yes. Just going to use the tweezers to push that down because I do not want to put any pressure on this delicate, very thin little wires. Push it down, clicks into place. Then finally we're just going to put this cover back on. So we've obviously got the two screws in there. So this just slots over there. Press it down, make sure everything snugs up nicely. And then, I mean, this part's fairly self-explanatory. It's just the reverse of what you saw earlier. But yeah, we're just going to get our screwdriver, screw them in. And then if you really feel, put your little rubber pluggy things back in there. Make sure you line them up so they go in straight. There you go. All put back together, minus the scanner glass, of course, that we harvested for the other device.